Hello there, Assalamualaikum. You are now watching English News on TVS. These are the headlines. There tragedy in the adventure at Mount Santubong. Sri Aman town bustles on the eve of National Day with SOPs intact. The man with flags brightens National Day in Sarike. A hiking activity by 3 friends at Mount Santubong turned tragic when one of them died after complaining of breathing difficulties while descending the mountain.
A spokesperson from the Fire and Rescue Department Bomba said they received a call at around 5:20 p.m. on Saturday. A rescue team were deployed to the scene and ascend the mount to summit 4.5. The location where victim Muhammad Hazwan Bakar, 24, and 2 of his friends were waiting. As rescuers arrived at the location, they found that the victim was already unconscious, which prompted them to perform a cardiopulmonary on him at the scene, but the victim remained unresponsive. The victim, who weighed 160 kilograms, was then brought down to the mountain's base via a stretcher, which took about 2 hours of trekking along the 4.5 kilometer steep and hilly trails. The deceased was pronounced dead by paramedics at 9:16 p.m. and his body was handed over to the police for further action. Both deceased friends were unharmed throughout the ordeal. The National Day celebrations kicked off in Sri Aman tonight, starting with Merdeka Eve dinner at Sri Simanggang Hotel. With the COVID-19 pandemic still looming ever present, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture Dato Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah gave his assurance that precautions have been taken to ensure a safe event. He added the Unity Walk event, which will take place tomorrow morning, will showcase the unique traditions and culture of Sarawak.
Kita akan menjalankan semua aktiviti ini sama ada malam ini ataupun besok hari mengikut kaedah-kaedah SOP yang telah ditetapkan. Jadi mereka yang terlibat dalam Unity Walk itu tidaklah boleh lebih daripada 250, dan yang memberi keunikan juga yang akan diikuti oleh masyarakat pelbagai kaum yang akan menggunakan pakaian-pakaian tradisi, dan kita juga memberi peluang kepada mereka yang kurang berupaya. Kalau tak silap saya ada sebahagiannya juga akan menggunakan wheelchair supaya mereka juga akan dapat bersama-sama meraihkan hari kemerdekaan kita besok hari.
Karim also said the National Day celebrations could bring a boost to the local economy as well as liven up the social activities in the region.
Kita mahu memberi keceriaan kepada pemimpin-pemimpin lama, pemimpin-pemimpin baru, terutama sekali pemimpin masyarakat yang ada bersama-sama untuk makan malam, santai-santai, ada hiburan sedikit sambil kita menyambut Hari Kebangsaan. Kemuncaknya adalah besok hari 31 hari bulan Ogos yang mana kita akan ada upacara menaikkan bendera. Selain daripada itu akan juga diadakan video khas Wira di Dewan Suara. Dan selepas majlis dalam Dewan Suara itu selesai, akan diadakan satu apa yang kita panggil Unity Walk. Unity Walk lebih kurang 2 kilometer.
Meanwhile, the locals of Sri Aman Town are ecstatic and enthusiastic in hosting the National Day celebrations this year, as they gladly welcomed visitors from all around Sarawak wanting to witness the event.
Saya berharap ramai pengunjung datang ke Sri Aman dan sekaligus dapat meningkatkan taraf ekonomi di Sri Aman, khasnya kepada peniaga-peniaga di Sri Aman, dan juga sekaligus dapat menaikkan semangat patriotik dalam kalangan warga Sri Aman di sini.
Kesannya amat positif lah. Memang dapat menyambut orang dari seluruh Sarawak lah datang untuk pergi Sri Aman, tengok apa yang ada dekat Sri Aman. So bagi peniaga-peniaga di situ, dia rasa macam bersyukur lah sebab kami akan penjual. So orang seluruh Sarawak tu dia anggap apa yang kami jual. So dia akan menambahkan lagi customer orang lah, sumber pendapatan orang.
The National Day Eve dinner tonight will be graced by the presence of the Yang di-Pertua Negeri Tun Pehin Sri Abdul Taib Mahmud and wife Toh Puan Ragat Kurdi Taib, and officiated by the Chief Minister Dato' Patinggi Abang Zuhari Tun Opek. Tomorrow, the dignitaries will join the Unity Walk event at 9 a.m. So stay tuned with TVS for the coverage. I'm Razi Ahmad with cameraman Muhammad Agusti Nur Ambia for TVS, anytime, anywhere.
Youth plays a proactive role in generating the country's economics despite unprecedented challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. Affected by the high unemployment rates, most youth have chosen at creating their own job opportunities to sustain themselves and develop it as a career. Youth are also daring at taking risks at reviving the culture of entrepreneurship in all spectrums.
Lagi satu untuk mencipta peluang pekerjaan untuk anak muda lah, dan mengurangkan masalah pengangguran anak-anak muda kita. Kita dengan adanya rakan niaga belia ni, kita ambil macam kita kumpul mereka, and then dengan kadar sewa yang murah yang tidak membebankan mereka, mereka dapat generate income lah. Dan
kalau kita lihat ya, tahun ini adalah kita melihat dari segi banyaknya berlaku pengangguran pekerjaan, dan dalam masa yang sama sebenarnya sebagai seorang belia kita seharusnya mengambil peluang dan inisiatif terhadapan untuk menjadi job creator. Maksud job creator adalah terutama dalam bidang keusahawanan dan sebagainya, bukan lagi mencari peluang pekerjaan tetapi mencari peluang pekerjaan, seperti menceburi dalam bidang usahawan dan sebagainya. Ialah antaranya.
High responsibility and the act of voluntarism should also be cultivated among younger generation upon receiving their education to ensure they understand the work etiquette.
Saya cuba terapkan daripada sekolah lagi. Maksudnya dari segi orang kata menerapkan perasaan sukarela itu. Amatlah orang kata susah sedikit lah sebab zaman sekarang macam biasalah manusia ni berkira. So kita kena didik para belia ni daripada zaman mereka masih di sekolah lagi agar mereka lebih terbuka untuk menyumbang dari segi orang kata tenaga dan masa dalam membentuk pembangunan negara.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Dato' Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, urges the youth to tag along in the digital advancements. He added the youth have to acquire such knowledge to enable them to expand their productivity, thus contributing to the state's development.
Beliau perlu mengambil peluang mendalami bidang yang berkaitan ekonomi digital secara aktif dan bijak, terutama di peringkat antarabangsa sebagai pekerja terlatih. Bukan hanya sebagai pekerja tidak terlatih. Ambillah peluang ini dan buktikan belia-belia Sarawak akan menjadi peneraju dalam ekonomi digital di negara ini.
He said this at the National Youth Day celebration at the renowned hotel in Kuching. The ceremony also saw the presentation of Excellence Awards, the National Youth Prime Award, and the Sarawak Department of Youth and Sports Excellence Award. As the National Day approaches, a man known for showcasing patriotism through his bike decoration as he makes his round in Sarike. Iskandar Halus has been consistent annually in decorating his bike with the Jalur Gemilang and Sarawak flags comes National Day.
A practice for the past 4 years, a way for him to express his love for the country without expecting any reward or praisal. Born in Kampung Masjid Lama Sarike, Iskandar will decorate his bike with Malaysian and Sarawakian flags comes August 31st.
Kami minat tu dari start 2016 ya, ada tanding-tanding ya Pak. Ada masuk tanding-tanding sampai lah. So, minat. Mulai sikit-sikit je tu bendera ya. Citaunya macam tu ada orang bela-bela Pak. Jadi tenang kami nang minat suka-suka nang ngeng-ngeng sebab. Jadi minat setelah tu ni pandai semangat Pak. Dari sikit-sikit memolahnya ya. Kadang anu buah selalu kan mengias ya.
Iskandar always appreciate the National Day and instill the spirit of independence in each and every of his family members, and is fortunate to receive full support from them.
Ada orang madah gila, sama gila kalau tu kata orang, tapi kami cilalik, kami anggap tu macam perjuangan bah, merdeka bah. Banyak orang madah kami cilalik lah. Main bola-bola aja. Di rumah ada juga memanglah bendera pasang di rumah tu. Bendera tu dalam 20 lebih ada tu. Pernah ikut pertandingan motor tu dari penganjur penerangannya 2016 sampai 2019 Johan lah. Yalah, tanding-tanding sepi ada juara semua Johan.
As a result of his active involvement, he has won various patriotical themed competitions organized by various agencies. According to him, a bicycle parade and costume competition are among his most anticipated independence programs held annually. This unique hobby of his might be considered strange by some people, but not for Iskandar. Instead, he urged the community to reflect the leaders' struggle and defend the existing unity within Malaysia.
This year's National Day will be celebrated nationwide as a symbolic event of Malaya's Independence Day. Despite the extension of Recovery Movement Control Order, preparation and programs are organized in full of enthusiasm. The Merdeka events at community organised by the state government held in Kampung Pujut, Tanjung Batu Miri has uplifted the patriotism spirit among the community. The National Day celebration for residents of Kampung Pujut can be celebrated through various ways while embracing the nationalism spirit.
Kita si dapat berkumpul macam dulu-dulu lagi. Kita nak celebrate pun macam ada kengkangan lah sikit lah. Tapi walaupun macam ya, kita tetap juga nak sambut kemerdekaan sebab benda ya memang dah tersirat dalam hati kita. Kita memang nak sambut kemerdekaan. Semangat perpaduan di Sarawak tu memang baguslah sebab kita berbilang bangsa. Kita si milih apa-apa baiknya Cina, Melayu, apa-apa bangsa. Kita sentiasa bergabung. Terlalu banyaklah bagi kami lah. Kami sebenarnya lahir tahun 57 tahu anak merdeka tapi selepas 30th August lah. Tapi rasa kami itulah tahun yang susah nak digambarkan dalam keadaan skenek tu COVID. Tapi alhamdulillah lajulah kita pun dah okey sikit lah kan. Cuma kita janganlah dapat digalak-gilak lah. Tapi sebelum COVID tu alhamdulillah lah terlalu meriah kan. Meriah apa indah kita pun dapat pergi langgar pembarisan apa indah. Tapi tahun tu rasa-rasanya silah dapat kan. Kita norma baru kan.
Meanwhile, according to Senadin Assemblyman Datuk Lee Kim Shin, the history of the country's establishment should be known and understood by every Malaysians. Such event shapes the structure of unity built for years among communities of different origin, including in Sarawak.
Kebangsaan kita. Kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia, kita perlu dan faham sejarah penubuhan negara kita bernama Malaysia ini. bagaimana Sarawak menjadi salah seorang partner iaitu dalam penubuhan Malaysia. Jadi pada rakyat Sarawak kita perlu tahu faham ada 3 tarikh yang kita perlu faham.
He said Sarawakians should also be proud of the state government's efforts in maintaining unity among multiracial and multi-religious society. He added Sarawak has been set as an example state in terms of its unity through the establishment of Unit for Other Religions, Uni4, as an indicator of high tolerance among leaders and the people.
Dan Sarawak memang selama ini adalah contoh dalam negara kita dari segi perpaduan kaum, dari segi keharmonian kaum dan agama dan budaya, dan mereka sentiasa sebut Sarawak apabila mereka katakan perpaduan. Dan baru-baru ini juga saya diberitahu ada menteri daripada Kerajaan Persekutuan datang berjumpa dengan Ketua Menteri kita dan tanya Ketua Menteri macam mana kita uruskan ini Uni4, iaitu unit untuk agama-agama yang lain yang sangat istimewa. Hanya Sarawak saja ada Uni4 ini.
He also stressed that the state government under the leadership of Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS will always be concerned about strengthening the pillars of harmony among 2.8 million people in Sarawak. Sarawak today recorded 1 new COVID-19 case linked to only remaining active cluster, the cluster Alam. The latest cases reported today brought the total cases of the cluster to 8.
The State Disaster Management Committee SDMC in the statement said the number of positive cases in the state is now 699. The committee noted that case 699 involved a 33-year-old man from Philippines. The man had undergone swab tests on August 21st for first time and was diagnosed negative on August 23rd. He then undergone the second swab test on August 29th, where he was tested positive on the same day.
Ministry of Entrepreneur and Cooperatives Development (MEDAC) allocates a total of 10.95 million ringgit under the Tekun Mobilepreneur Financing Scheme to 1,363 local motorcycle delivery services entrepreneur. Under the scheme, each riders will receive a maximum assistance of 10,000 ringgit through the Economic Fund Agency of National Business Group Tekun in every state.
Minister of MEDAC, Datuk Sri Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, says a total of 1.15 million ringgit have been distributed to 122 registered riders throughout Sarawak.
Membangunkan usahawan di kalangan belia dan belia yang tidak ada pekerjaan dan menganggur, dan juga lepasan-lepasan universiti. Kerana kita tidak lagi melihat bahawa tiap-tiap orang yang lepasan universiti ataupun lepasan institusi pengajian tinggi itu hanya bekerja dengan kerjaan, bekerja dengan syarikat-syarikat besar. Patutnya kita berjiwa besar untuk menggunakan usahawan ini sebagai alternatif kepada employment.
He said this during a media conference after officiating the closing ceremony of Tunas Usahawan Belia Muda Tiup 7.0 program held at a Virtual Park, Kota Semahan on Saturday. Since its introduction in March 18, 2020, a total of 1,500 riders throughout the country have received the assistance. The scheme aimed at helping them generate their income, purchase new motorcycles, and as a starting capital. A total of 498,877 ringgit of government assistance were handed over to recipients of Bumiputra Enterprise Enhancement Program and Business Scale-Up Program during the ceremony. Meanwhile, the ceremony also saw the signing ceremony of Memorandum of Understanding between SME Corp Malaysia and Serba Dynamics Holdings Berhad for the implementation of the Innovation Hub and Urban Garage for small and medium enterprises in Sarawak.
Malaysia, together with ASEAN members countries, will collaborate and support ASEAN's external partners' COVID-19 vaccine development through sharing of key clinical data and reports. Ministry of International Trade and Industry, MITI, in a statement said the COVID-19 pandemic had brought about unprecedented challenges, resulting in the loss of lives and livelihoods, as well as the global economic slowdown. The ministry added all ministers reaffirmed their commitment to take collective actions to mitigate the economic impact of this pandemic to ensure macroeconomic and financial stability and continuous supply chain connectivity. Asia's external partners are China, Japan, the United States, Russia, United Kingdom, and Hong Kong. At least 29 people were killed in China after a two-story restaurant collapsed during a birthday party. China's Minister of Emergency Management said another 28 people were injured, with 7 seriously hurt when the building in Lifton City suddenly tumbled.
Rescue operations had concluded on Sunday, but there was no immediate word on what caused the collapse. Hundreds of rescue workers using sniffer dogs, cranes and high-tech sensors had searched the rubble, lifting slabs of concrete in hopes of freeing survivors.
And that concludes the English news for tonight. I'm Shira Abang Manso for TVS. Salam Sarawak Kesayang.